Alrighty, so welcome to the Friday night stream. It's like 11 o'clock right now. My head is killing me because before I took a nap, my head was killing me and didn't hurt so much while I was sleeping. I'm your host, Prophet39. Today I'll be streaming Dave the Diver, as I started it yesterday, and I figured because I need to do because not that I need to, but because I want to do a full committed playthrough of a game, I decided to say, hey, fuck it, why not? Let's do Dave the Diver on YouTube. So I actually did a stream earlier today on Twitch, and yeah, here I am. I'm already like, it's like few seconds, a whole minute in, and I already swore. YouTube's gonna love me. Anyway, yeah. My head is killing me. And along with that, I'm tired, in the sense that my head is killing me. I mean, I am also physically exhausted, but no, my head is like legitimately killing me. I might need to take some Tylenol later today. Alright, so, last I left off, it's pretty much this. So now, we need to go deeper into the depths. However, before we can do that, we need to get some... new equipment and kits. Let me see here. So, I need to increase my diving suit along with my air tank to level 4. I already leveled up the harpoon gun to be 4th level because it's going to be the most expensive thing ever. The cargo box is somewhat just negligible, I feel. Yeah, cargo box is somewhat negligible for the time being, as it's mostly now just trying to gather enough goods to really do anything. Nope. Oh, for crying out loud. Wait. So it was you, the one who's harming the ocean. You even vomited, you disgusting creature! That wasn't me. It was... No time for your petty excuses. You've been caught by John Watson of Sea Blue, Guardian of the Seas. You won't be leaving so easily. Turn into fish food! Oh, crying out loud. What the f- Oh my Poseidon! This is all your fault! You did this to the precious sea! You're the one shooting bombs! All I did was catch a few fish to keep a restaurant running! Why don't you look at the fishing vessel responsibilities for catching 1,000 fishes, not individual divers like me? Enough of your babbling, I'll shut that yapper of yours! Here goes! Jeez, all I got is a trank gun, man! How dare you fight against me? John Watson, former Navy SEALs. It should be adequate warning, so back up for now to protect the environment. I won't let you go unpunished if you persist in damaging of the ocean. We're watching you. path opened up the direction of John Watson's escape. Let's go that way to reach the signal. I need the hush dart so that way I can capture jellyfish effectively. Play hardball, I got the hard balls. Your sweet, sweet, succulent meat shall be used to feed the masses. Oxygen canister. Excellent. The limestone cave. We catch only the finest of jellyfish, ethically speaking, that is. Osmium core at this rate. What are the odds I'll find some, like, minerals like that, osmium? Hit for the Fenway. Alrighty. This game's really reminding me of definitely that one dolphin game on the Sega Dreamcast. It really is reminding me a lot of that. I can't carry anymore, and my equipment is just not going to let me support going down below. You know, it's funny. I actually watched House MD, well, a while ago actually, and it's funny to think that when it comes to like diving. Yeah, it's funny to think when it comes to like just fish diving or just deep sea diving that there is a process to just ascending upward and Yowie! You seem energetic today. I saw a boss card acquisition notification on your marine card account. Giant squid boss card. How'd you get that? Such a rare card. Well, I was on my way to pick up a delivery, as chance would have it. Okay, I have no idea what it means, but in any case, you're making amazing progress. Try collecting all the rare boss cards. Something good is bound to happen. Oh, and when you're venturing new regions, for example, the depths, the automatic marine AI system will unlock a new card pack. Don't forget to keep collecting cards in all the new regions as well. Goodbye then, choo-choo! By the way, Dave, make use of your gun. You know, that's what I meant. I get less meat if I kill with a gun. That's often the case with smaller fish, but the bigger and stronger the fish are, it'll be easier to weaken them a bit first. The weaken, it'll show changes like bleeding or swaying. Observe them carefully. It's considering time. If you need good guns, alright. Dave, always have you can't just comment on the current situation. Man, the blue hole must have like a crazy amount of just pressure going on underneath its surface. That's the only reason I can imagine. Just like trying to do like anything beyond deep seas, beyond just standard deep sea excavations, just friggin' that. Just a pain. Interesting. funny to think that this game does heavily promote that using non-lethal methods is much more gainful than using lethal methods. Standard harpooning and the like. Doing just standard harpooning and the like and all that. Can't go any deeper than this right now. I need to get a level 4 dive soon. Alrighty. You know what's funny? I also wanted, for this stream, I actually wanted to like name this stream like Finding Nemo or Dory so I could make sushi out of them. But I'm pretty sure if I did that, for one thing, YouTube would just be like, oh, what's that? Finding Nemo and Dory? Oh, those are kids movies, you know? And then all of a sudden I have to deal with like, then I have to deal with the fact that it's like, oh, this is for kids, right? You know, because you have the name Finding Nemo and Dory, and it's just like, no. I'm a vulgar man that swears, and along with that, half the time I'm fishing for people, or fishing for things. This is not Finding Nemo or Dory. It's like the problem with that SpongeBob anime when it came out, which was a parody, and it's like YouTube just going mad, and just like, oh yeah, no. But yeah, YouTube just like goes mad, just like going like, oh yeah, no, you got this, so you got this in your title, so it's got to be associated with that directly. No. Anyway, hello viewers, this is Yue from Star the Chef. We are back at Bancho Sushi. What kind of sushi will the chef prepare, I wonder? I prepared jellyfish sushi. Jellyfish? You mean like Chinese cold vegetables? Did you think you could win acknowledgement of Vincent Yamaoka while ignoring the traditional ingredients? Never! Call yourself a gourmet. You judge before you even taste it? Fine. Bring it over then. Alright. 1 serving of jellyfish sushi. Wow, so this is jellyfish. The flesh is so transparent. The white dots are pretty as well. What? Just made with a bunched rice? You think you should have made sure it doesn't scatter by making gonken maki instead. It'll dry up. Hurry up and eat. It's already been seasoned. No, can't possibly taste good. But for the program, I shall try. Damn, I'm hungry right now. just a food wars moment, just climaxing. This is amazing. I can taste the sea as soon as I bit into it. The jellyfish is nice and firm. And I tasted something popping inside. Fish roll? Wait, bigger than that. Caviar. No, that would have killed the jellyfish's flavor. Could it be sea grape below the jellyfish? Firm jellyfish fish, flesh, and sea grape. Ah, this is the sea. I taste the sea. Sea, it's where the sea kelps sway. Ah, I can't help but admit it. The sushi is amazing, based on deep understanding of the ingredients. But why is it you use such unknown ingredients instead of proven ones? First reason is taste. Jellyfish has a gentle, mild taste with a strong texture, making it a perfect match to the scent and flavor of sea grape. Second reason is potential. There are many kinds of ingredients out there. It says only using a verified few is ignoring the infinite possibility. Thank you for those amazing words, Pancho. Now then, time for the evaluation, Vincent? Alright, let's get into evaluation. Now, this is jellyfish sushi made by Vincent Marvel. And Mr. Pancho. Mr. Pancho created this dish. What will the score be? Pancho sushi, 80 points. Isn't that too low? You look quite impressed while eating. Listen, the sushi was excellent, but the establishment lacks something. Eating combines many enjoyments. To think you'd only offer green tea with this beautiful ocean in front of us. Romance. This place doesn't have romance and appreciation for the arts. That's why I give 80 points. As a side reward, however, I will give you a refrigerator. Being able to drink cold beer from that fridge would make it 100. It'd be perfect. Wow, that's expensive of you, Vincent. Excellent opinion. Now, how would you like to start the chef today? We'll be looking forward to Pancho sushi, exotic sushi be served with beer. See you next time. This was Reporter Yue. 1,000 gold with 50 likes. Beer. Customers will now sometimes order beer after their meal, pour them a drink, and creating additional revenue. He's got a point, though. Wow, Pancho. Amazing. That picky Vincent acknowledged you. The tongue does not lie. Vincent does have a point, though. Shall we start selling beer from now on? We got beer for 30 shekels. And I'm the only one selling beer. Alright, I don't need to watch Bancho just perform what is essentially a JoJo preparation. White Trevely Kombu, is that? Huh. $22 of these things, jeez. Okay, add that. Cooking. Permanent improvement. Trying to think. Should I? You know, I'll invest in myself first, so that way equipment pays off. The deeper I can go into the depths, the better. There we go. Let's do this. Oh wow, she does deal with alcoholic drinks too. Okay, that's cool. Man, if only I could be improved myself right now. I could use some new training. Huh. Excellent. Thursday, day 13 of October. UA Love. Let's get the rating from Cooksta. Jeez. It's those two again. Here to judge how much we've improved. What are you looking for with that? Gold acquired. Stellite Puffer Special Sushi, Sea Grape Special Sushi, and Trout Sea Grape Rice Bowl. Big Eyes Scad and Soybean Paste Roast. Excellent. So I am so hungry right now, actually. Worst part is I ate dinner like I ate dinner like a few hours ago. I'm hungry again. It's like near midnight. Where am I gonna get sushi at this hour, too? It's not like my local 7-Eleven can give me that. I'm not in Japan. Alright. So let's see here. Okay, so what can I do to boost the interior, I guess? I just want the most hostile environment possible. If at all possible. Just so that way it looks hilarious. Got the lucky cat, huh? I'm too poor to afford anything. Besides, the current aesthetic is fine. It's got that chic look, as it were. I like the old design though, where it was just all destroyed and ransacked. Ransacked chic. Nope. What do you got, Bancho? Oh gosh, we've been published. They said good things. Alrighty. Let's see, Eco Watchers. Boy. Research and protection. I'm a junior right now. Alright. Time to go spelunking into the depths now. 5x5, entering the pipe. So now maximum depth increased to 200 meters down underwater. Okay. It's gonna be a long descent, that's for sure. Maybe I should have bought something from the old codger. Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, a bat, casually speaking at least. What the heck is sea grape though? Actually, better question is what Bancho's serving even feasible? I'd like to try some exotic stuff, some exotic food now, if you don't mind me saying. I'm a little jealous of like all those like I'm a little jealous of like all these like freaking all these YouTubers as well as just like even in games now. There's like all like trying like all this exotic stuff. The most exotic thing I could really get myself. Oh, sweet, long distance scooter. The most exotic thing I get here in New York City. I'm not gonna pretend that's not where I live. It's a big city, and you're not gonna find me. Anyway, the only exotic thing I get from in New York City is probably just I'm trying to think. Probably just halal food, and that's it. Hell, you probably got some other stuff too, like, you know, you got Greek and the like, but still. Those are all made with conventional ingredients, as it were. I like to actually try something that's just, like, really weird. Like, I don't know. Alligator, cobra. All these things sound interesting, you know? I wonder how they taste. Oh, crap, missed. Got a starry pufferfish. Ah, yes, just some iron ores. Damn, now I'm really hungry. I'm real hungry now. And everything is closed right now. I may live in New York City, but still, it's just... There's not many places besides McDonald's that's open. Lovely. Oh, sweet, another scooter. For crying out loud. It's astounding the fact that now, because I just improved now. It's interesting the fact that now that I've improved my suit, that I'm able to survive this depth. I think at this depth, nothing short of I'm pretty sure nothing short of like an actual submariner suit would actually work, rather than just a standard reinforced scuba diver suit. You know what I'm saying, right? Like the deep diver stuff, the freaking old subnautical gear that you see, that you saw in like SpongeBob or something like that. Or not even just SpongeBob, but just like in museums where it's just like a giant, where all you got like a giant freaking tank on your back feeding into a freaking diver's helmet instead. Aw, yeah, I got a pickaxe now. I am mining. What am I mining? Amethyst? Oh wow, I was right. Alright, so at this depth, I need to be very particular. I am already halfway in the ocean. Tube worms are blocking this way. Dr. Bacon, I have tube worms blocking my path. Solution? Let's see. Right, tube worms are said to hate UV light. They shrink away from it. You don't happen to have one lying around, do you? Oh, you already have one. Try shining it on them. If I get stuck here, Dr. Bacon, I'm coming for you to haunt your ass. Swap out the underwater scooter for this. Oh, what's this? Huh, see people from before. Oh my god! They're saying something, but I can't tell what they're saying. I'll have to call Dr. Bacon. My goodness! Wow! The things see people real. Incredible. They're saying something to me, but I can't understand them. Analyze the patterns. Might allow us to translate. Come back up to the boat for now. I'll try and think of a way to translate the language. Can't understand what he's saying. Should head back to Dr. Bacon. Okay, let's go. Well, at the very least, I don't need to worry about batteries for this thing, because it auto-regenerates, so that's good. Okay. Deeper and deeper I go. What am I finding? Poison the harpoon tip. Oh crap. Contest with crustaceans too. At this depth, they may as well just literally be eldritch horrors. So I have a shovel now. Oh man, I can't go down there any further. You know what's funny? I actually wanted to go... Oh. You know what's funny? I actually wanted to get Fear and Hunger. Yeah, I wanted to get Fear and Hunger because it seemed interesting to get. But then I realized I don't want to have PTSD for the rest of my days. So I abstained from actually purchasing it for the time being. Oh, wow. Impressive. But yeah, no, I abstained from just getting the game because I'm just a giant pansy. I don't like to be scared, man. And I heard that in that game, your character transforms into like this giant malignant creature, and you know, it's just like actual body horror. I mean, I played Dead Space and the Callisto Protocol and a few games that are like it, but yeah, no, I don't exactly like being mortified in my entire existence, you know? go any deeper, I'm gonna be putting Dave here under great pressure. Literally. Alright, so... Yeah, no, currently, I am refusing to play... I'm currently refusing myself to play Fear and Hunger just on that sheer value alone. Just by looking at the wiki, I swear, I'm just like looking at it, just like... By God, that's disgusting. And it's not even just for the monsters, also for the people too. But, you know, that beside, I am still a giant pansy. Alright, but yeah, no. I don't know, maybe at some point I'll try Fear and Hunger. I really am just adverse to like what it is gonna be about, as it were. Oh yeah, no, your character can just transform before your very eyes into a literal horrible monster. That sounds great, doesn't it? It's like, no! It sounds awful! Jeez. I was actually to some extent preparing, like, if I were to actually play it, what would I was to some extent just like preparing a little bit. It was like, what would I actually play as? Because I know like there's like a few classes you could play as. You have your typical mercenary warrior type character. Okay, so that is the way I'm supposed to go. Got it. But yeah, you got your typical warrior character, you got your mage character, you got your knight character. And well, to say the least, all of them look exhausted and tired. I was thinking of playing like the Dark Priest if I were to play it, but then again, I was thinking, why would I want to play it in the first place when it's just like, when I have no intention of playing it currently. What? A rubber chicken? Alright, but yeah. Oh man. Then don't get me started with the sequel, because apparently you have like even more characters to freaking deal with the sequel. And by golly, all of them have horrible transformations too. I swear, the more and more I look into these games that are just like, oh yeah, this looks interesting, the more and more I realize. The more and more I realize that, everyone is taking the same inspirations of a particular movie. They're taking inspirations from like a particularly depressing French movie, if I'm not mistaken, where just pretty much, I don't know, I've never watched this movie, but I know that Sphere Hunter. I know that Sphere Hunter. I know that Sphere Hunter, in which screw you, Sphere Hunter, for your Callisto Protocol review, and just interjecting Signalis in there. And I know that Sphere Hunter mentioned this French movie that was like very, like, depressing, and it's just when I looked at like a screenshot of it, I was just like, oh. He was like, oh, why did she mention this movie? I feel my mortality leaving my body. Just like that. One screenshot was just enough for me to just like turn back. He's like, hey, what's here? And
Just full 180. It's like Event Horizon, just like looking at those uncensored photos, in which I'm not gonna pull up those photos, but just looking at them, just makes me go like, I wish I had a face cam showing, and I'm not gonna show a face cam, but if I had a face cam showing, you would see my face just like slack jawed and just like eyes squinted in like horror. It was like, ugh. Anyway, okay. I did not expect to see sea people to be real, but to thank the sea people, there are living sea people. This is truly the find of a century. This is thanks to you, Dave. Oh, sweet. I got Gordon Ramsay's favorite oil, olive oil, as well as black pepper and gold. Let's tell all the news outlets in the world about this. Wait, I think that might be risky. Why? We'll get people flocking to this place. It wouldn't matter if we were talking about some rooms, but living sea people. Poachers are bound to show up. We'll start hunting the sea people, since that'll be a way to get a lot of attention. You have a point there. How about first make a translator to analyze their sound waves and figure out what they're saying? I think they have something to tell us. We needed people's stone tablets, so the writing's on it, as well as a microphone and an amethyst. I'm guessing the microphone should be below the sea ship, the sunken ship, and the stone tablet's likely in the records chamber. I hear you can mine amethyst at 100 meters or deeper with a pickaxe. Record chamber, ship, and if you can't remember the locations, check the To-Do app. I've added the information there. Ta-ta! Sea People Language Translator. The red sniper rifles are ready at your command. 13 minutes underwater, 225 meters depth, as well as 24 items acquired. So I got like some new stuff. Some nice stuff. Wait, can I have a moment with you? Yes. I'm sorry, who are you? I'm sorry, I should introduce myself first. I'm a reporter with Weekly Fish. Name's Udo. Oh, I read that magazine too. Covers a lot of unique fish species. You have? That's right. I've heard that the Blue Hole is home to a variety of fish species. Is that true? Yeah. What'd you order? Alright. How the hell do you know I was hungry? Were you listening on my stream? Here I am talking about like man, I'm hungry for sushi or something like that. My old man just comes home, just like orders something. What are the odds of that happening? You could say that. There's all sorts of fish species from around the world. Oh, I knew it! So I've come to the right place. I'd love to take photos of myself with the magazine, but unfortunately, I can't dive. Speaking of which, could you help me take pictures? Pictures? Yeah, see, you have a nice camera over there. One from Dr. Bacon. I'm no expert in photography. I'm not sure I'm good enough. Don't worry. If you're a reader of Weekly Fish, you'll get a feel for what type of fish to photograph. Of course, I'll reward you if you take a nice picture. Well, if you say so. Alright. It'd be nice to make a record of this amazing world. You can take photos of living creatures using photo spots. Take pictures to Udo to claim rewards. So I already got one amethyst. Gotta find a microphone. I gotta find a tablet. Right. Easy, right? Let me see here. The red sniper rifle. Arguably a very powerful weapon. Yeah, let's skip that guy. What, I don't remember his name, but he reminds me of that guy from High School of the Dead, who's just like really obsessed with guns. Can you give me a sec? What was his name again? His name was Koda, I think. Yes, Koda Hirano. He's that guy that's like obsessed with firearms because he's played like a lot of FPSs. So basically, he's every fat guy in high school. We all played the same games and we all know firearms to some extent. So it sounds stupid, but I'm an example of that. Well, I'm 23 years old right now, actually. Current year. Well, actually 22. I turn 23 next month. But yeah, no. I knew a great deal of firearms. I know a great deal of firearms myself. Of course, I don't claim to be a total expert in the matter. I just know enough to just like be interested in. Like for example, did you know that a 9x18 caliber round is useless against anything in modern day? Alright, time to go further into the depths right now. However, I think I need to find... Yeah, microphone is by the shipwreck. Microphone is by the shipwreck, along with the stone tablet being in the records hall that I was in from yesterday's stream. Cat food? Should I give it to Momo? I just love the fact that Dave and I had the same reaction there, just like, cat food? What the hell? What could be in there, I wonder? It's just like, oh, it's a treasure chest, I think. And I think it's like glitched into the wall. It's spawned in properly. Either that or maybe it did. What's with the strange coral? Ugh. Octopus, sprayed ink with me. I'll catch you yet. Come here. Caught up. Stay right. Oh. Escape through the door crack. I don't think I could fit in there. Come to think of it, probably the gas cutter from Duff could cut my way through. Just you wait, Octopus. Oh, now I can use it. Alright. Ah, yes, some gas-cutting action. Now, this is the stuff I live for. There we go. Oh, so there was a chest in there. Hold on. No matter what I do, the chest is literally just glitched in there. Got nowhere to run. Give up. Because I'll have octopus sashimi for dinner. Escaped again. It's quick. Drop something. An artifact. I'll have to identify when I get back to the surface. Alrighty. Got outwitted by a damned octopus. What is this, Metal Gear Solid 4 with laughing octopus? Fun fact, I was actually, when I was a kid, I was horrified by a laughing octopus because, for the most part, she had the ability to shapeshift her face. And that scared the crap out of me. Just like, what the hell? Swear to God, you never see anything like it as a kid. Just like, you're like, what the hell is that? Why? Why do you have another person's face? Did you kill the other person? You know, it was horrifying. Along with that, she had like 8 appendages as well. I think it wasn't until like I was like a teenager that I actually managed to beat Metal Gear Solid 4. I was like, I'm trying to remember, I was like in middle school when I beat Metal Gear Solid 4. Bear in mind, when the time Metal Gear Solid 4 came out, I was around in 3rd grade, I think. So, for the most part, yeah. But yeah, no, I was in 3rd grade. Either the 3rd grade or the 3rd grade or 4th grade that I... no way, I think it was actually earlier. Hold on, I'm trying to remember, because this was back when the PlayStation 3 was like very new. Damn, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, here I am trying to remember my youth like a senile old man. Alright, but yeah, no. I was horrified when I saw Laughing Octopus. I think the only way I actually played Metal Gear back then was because my old man beat Metal Gear Solid 4, and I pretty much just go off his save file and just play like various levels, because each and every time he would save like afterwards. Of course, nowadays, I'm not playing Metal Gear Solid 4, mostly because the copy I have is, it's actually broken. The disc is still intact, but something really... I don't know what the hell happened to it, but my disc of Metal Gear Solid 4 just got completely kaputted, making it just unplayable to... just generally unplayable in the first place. Like, I can't load into anything whatsoever. It just crashes every time. But yeah, it crashes every time, and along with that, I can't install it, so I can't just negate it to some extent. So I'm just stuck with it. I would go out of my way to buy another copy for the PlayStation 3, but I don't exactly have a means of actually doing so for the time being. At least I shouldn't say that I don't have means of like getting a new copy. I could just get one off Amazon, I'm sure. But what I mean to say is that I don't exactly have the means of, even if I wanted to like play it again, I would probably want to stream it. I've played the game more than enough times when I was young, and when I was in, I believe, at the end of my middle school years. So I have a pretty alright notion as to what it is. The only way I'd be able to play it again is by, how do I say this? Get a friend to rip his copy and afterwards be able to play it through emulation. But the problem with that, though, is that fact that, for one thing, Metal Gear games, as far as my knowledge extends, are at the very least when it comes to 4, is extraordinarily notorious because it's generally impossible to do because it has so many features just like jam-packed into it. You have the 6-axis control along with like a bunch of other features that are just you have the 6-axis controller input. Yeah, remember that? Motion controls, and when it was cool. Yeah, you have that, and along with that you have like a bunch of other like features that are just like, or a bunch of other effects that require a physical PlayStation 3 to go off of. There's only so much you can do. My understanding is this with emulation is that there's only so much you can do to emulate the effects as well as the processing of a console. Because I imagine the way the hardware is designed is intended for a specific way. Yeah, it's intended for a very specific way and method. But yeah, the hardware is pretty much particular in which it supports like particular effects and just ways of rendering. It's pretty much just entirely divorced from standard. At the very least, my understanding, from what people make it seem, at the very least, it is entirely divorced from just simply having like a graphics card. Where's that ship? I should have been near it by now. Oh, there it is. There's a microphone. Sweet. Good. Got all the materials. Should be able to make the Sea People translator now, I think. I should deliver it to Dr. Bacon. I wonder if the Konami's ever gonna do an HD port for Metal Gear Solid 4 because... Well, let's be honest, Konami, the fact that you're doing a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, perhaps, you know, a Metal Gear Solid 4 remake is in the future? Then again, would there be a Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 remake? A Metal Gear remake, along with a, Well, actually, let's not talk about Phantom Pain. Not because it's a bad game, although one would argue it's unfinished. Thanks a lot, Konami. But, you know, people love the Metal Gear games, and, well, let's just say people have a particular hate for Konami because they have pachinko machines priority. It's like, we're focused on making innovations in other ways, like gambling. That's right. You want to see Simon Belmont live or die? Either way, spend money. Wow, you just visit a lot of places, but you managed to get everything. Now that's what I call lucky. I'll use these to try and make the translator in my lab. I'll need some time to make it. You can go about your business in the meantime. I'll be in touch soon. Sea People language translator required. Well, not just yet at least. What do we have here? Octopus bracelet. dash short distances. Equip the octopus bracelets to dash short distances. No oxygen is used, but the gauge will need to be filled again for the ability to be reused. Dave, you busy? Not at the moment. What is it? Strange customer in the sushi bar. Come over for a moment? As the manager, this is something I can't overlook. I'll come over right away. Okay, what's this customer? Is it a customer named Karen? Not Karan? Not Sh. Yeah, Karen with K-A-R-E-N. Not Charon, the guy who, you know, ferries the dead to Hades. Huh? Who dares interrupt me? Sorry, we're not open yet. You can't come in like this. Aren't you strict? I was saying a few words and haven't been to the beach in a while, and it brings back old memories. I was an amazing diver before until I took a harpoon in the knee. You were a diver. I'm also a diver. You must know the divers dream of swimming in all the sea of the world. Forest of coral, pods of sperm whales, fights to the deaths with tiger sharks. That brings to mind a dish I'd love to eat. What dish do you mean? When I was little, the moray eel curry was at my fishing village was famous. I can't forget its taste. If you can make the dish, perhaps I'll give you a nice gift. Moray eel curry. Moray eels hide in the rocks, making them difficult to catch. How do you get one? You know how to dive, but don't know much of the ecology, do you? Moray eels are nocturnal, only come out at night. You have gear for night diving? I only did get a flashlight recently. That should do just fine. Moray eels are nocturnal. Go night diving and catch moray eels to fulfill my wish. Haven't gone diving at night for a while. Maybe we should try it. You can now dive every night. There are many vicious nocturnal creatures at night, but you'll see exotic fish. Always pay attention to sushi's boat opening hour. Whatever it is, do it every day, 100 times. Oh my god, that's Saitama. That's legitimately just Saitama. Oh, that is just legitimately Saitama with how he's wearing the red gloves and everything. Oh, that's funny. Alright, we got this new fang tooth. Let's see here. More humpback parrotfish. Hero. Fuck. That song is just really catchy. a lot of people. Real quick. I gotta step away for a sec. Yeah. Alright. Back at it again. Get the lady her stuff. Oh boy, this is unacceptable. I need to get a second server to help out. Ah, crap. Everyone's leaving. Oof. We need a second server on hand. Not bad, but it could always be better. You can always improve upon garbage. That's what Captain Price always said, right? He's just like, it's like, not bad, but it's not hard to improve upon garbage. Whew. Tried to do it alone, but it's too tough. Had help from Duff. Thanks to his help, we should now be able to translate the sea people's language as well. Wow. Curious to know what they'll have to say as well. I'll first make my way back to the sea people's location. Hmm? What is it? Spent some quality time with Lias-chan, and I did some quiet thinking. I realized that paying people back to help receive is what a noble master would do. Tell me, Dave, are you satisfied with your guns? Fine. I wish they'd be stronger, though. It's time to step in the spotlight, so to speak, then. I'll enhance your weapons. Enhance them? How do you do that? Think about making them stronger. Imbuing them with elements of electricity or poison. One thing to remember, though. Only guns you've been created can be enhanced. I speak at the risk of sounding obvious. Ah, a gun enhancement. Sounds useful. Duff, you're a cooler person than I thought. What are you saying? I'm only trying to be the best master I can be for Lias-chan. I think it's time I provide an adequate explanation. It's back to the world of pixies for me. By eternity! Alright, underwater weapon can now be improved upon. Said you put the cakes in the fridge? Let's see here. What can I upgrade? The underwater rifle. Yeah, just make it a full auto rifle at that point. Yeah, at that point, I may as well just have freaking underwater. You know those, like, what was it? Like, it's pretty much just an underwater rifle from Call of Duty Ghost at that point. You probably don't know which one I'm talking. You probably don't know what I'm talking about. But in one level where supposedly it's has fish AI, you're using an underwater rifle in which, yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, we need to reassign Carolina to be on the forefront because we can't just keep on doing this ass, just staff stuff. Congratulations, Carolina, you're being sent over to the dining area. Toko, you're gonna need some training to get your stats up. 135 cooking. Cooking a bit. Oh, wow, look at that. That is just flat boost. 200. Yes, if Saitama was not focused on punching, he would just be literally he would literally just be an exceptional cook. I mean, with the amount of deals he's making. Meow! Got some cat food. Alright, so I don't have money on hand, at the very least good enough money. Ooh, enhancement kit. Alright, you need to get an animal bone. Man, after just getting, you know, an animal bone, I could get a Live Strong bracelet because of it. It'll be great. Red Sniper, level 2. You can now disassemble weapons and harpoon tips. Interesting. See if we can get some nice fish in the depths below. Got you in my sights. Waste not nature's bounty. I must harvest this being. The rule of any good hunter should be, don't waste what you killed, man. It's shameful. Something the Oregon Trail apparently never pick up on. I wish I was kidding on that either, but no, I'm pretty sure the Oregon Trail literally just has you just murdering a whole bunch of bison just for absolutely no reason. Man, you just like kill a bunch of bison for no reason. Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. You're doing it for food, but I don't think it was ever implied like how much you actually took, because the amount of bison you killed to some extent was like, I know for a fact that the amount of bison you would need to kill just to have a good decent amount of food would be the equivalent of a war crime. That's my basic understanding of the that's my basic understanding of Oregon Trail. Oh yeah, the bison? Yeah, we killed them for food. What's that? No, we just leave the carcass there for the vultures to eat. What do you mean it's wasteful? Yes, my Captain Ahab dream has come true. The great beast that I called my Moby Dick has been slain. The long-nosed saw shark. Your succulent meat shall be used to feed the masses, shark. Hear me now. Do you hear me, shark? Do you hear me? Your meat is now to be fed to the people above. What do you think Captain Ahab was going to do with the whale if he killed it? What do you think he was going to do with Moby Dick? Think he was going to eat him? I mean, you know, the fact that his leg was eaten by Moby. Yeah, the fact that his leg was eaten by Moby, you know. And I'm trying to think of the right words right now. But the fact that his leg was eaten by Moby Dick, you think he would have just eaten his fin and that's it? Oh, there's Moby Dick. As I'm talking about Moby Dick the sperm whale, a whale just appears out of the middle of nowhere too. I guess I'll have to. Oh no, it's a humpback whale. I think Moby Dick was like a sperm whale, but anyway. I guess it's time for you to play Ahab. Wow, a humpback whale. So big it makes the blue hole look smaller. What are the odds of that happening, though? I'm talking about Moby Dick and, you know, Captain Ahab, and a humpback whale just comes out of the middle of nowhere. I'm trying to remember. I remember I read Moby Dick when I was younger, in elementary school. Yeah, while I was in elementary school, I remember reading it, and it wasn't because it was a class assignment, but rather, I think I actually read it directly. Because my mom had like a bunch of books that were like meant for like young readers, as it were. But yeah, it was like a book dedicated to like young readers, and it had like all the classic Oliver Swank. Well, not Oliver Swank. Not Oliver Swank. That's a New Vegas character. I'm trying to remember. Moby Dick was obviously one of them, but then you also have the I think it was like Oliver Twist, or crap. What was that story about the kid that ran away from home, and you know was in a bayou and such, and he just was running from home. Tom Sawyer. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't think I read the adjacent story that was attached to it. Huckleberry Finn, was it? But yeah, I don't think I read the adjacent story that was with it. But yeah, no, I remember reading those stories. I'm not sure if they still do it now. I remember reading as well, what was it? I read Fahrenheit 451 when I was in middle school. Along with that, I also read what was that one story with the annoying kid? It's like, oh, you're a poser, man. You're a poser. With what's his name? Cauldron whatever. I don't know. All I remember was that apparently one of my friends in middle school really hated the kid because he was just so annoying, and he was like I guess the kid was like really annoying for him. Is it you're a poser, man? Alright, time to go deep sea diving again. Let's do this at night. We'll get some sweet, sweet fresh cuts, baby. Think about it, Bancho. Wow, this looks really different at night. I mean, it's to be expected, but still, it's amazing the fauna and the like is just really... It's crazy the fact that the fauna is such a glowing. Looks very picturesque. I wonder if the developers asked like a bunch of like deep sea divers of just like what it is, what it's like to be underwater. Yeah, what it's like to be underwater at like a particular time of day. Daytime it's like fairly bright depending on the depth you're going at. Contrastly speaking, if you're going contrastly speaking, of course, as well, if you're going underwater, some of the coral reefs will like act as your lights, but you'd still need like a just proceed to make a bunch of dead space noises, basically. There we go. Look at that. That's beautiful, though. Got a copper sharp meat. Oh, sweet. Yes. Some black vinegar. I'm not even at like the lowest depth possible, and yet the yield I've just gained is like absurd. It just filled up my tackle box just like to the highest degree possible. You get your win this time, Mr. Shark. You get your win this time, Mr. Shark. Do and all that stuff. I'll get you next time, though. And your kin. Alright, let's go back to the restaurant. We've got enough resources. Got some long nose shark. Saw shark meat. Oh, that's new. Oh no! Bancho, don't tell me you've taken after Salt Bay. Ow! Save all the jellyfish for another time. 'Cause we got like I actually have like very sparse amounts of jellyfish right now, so. Alrighty, excellent. Alright, I think we're ready. Servers at the ready. Bancho Sushi closed. Yes. Today's party day. Prepare the right ingredients and make a fortune. Alright, so I gotta... Okay, so I gotta pack a trank gun at this rate. If I don't, I'm gonna be woefully underprepared. Need purple starfish. 6 seconds after being shot. For normal fish, that is. Hush Dart has been upgraded. Sweet. It's jellyfish time. Let's go spelunking for them jellyfishes. What does jellyfish taste like, I wonder though? My greatest adversary, I do not have a weapon to deal with you. But it'll come for your time just yet. I promise you that. trying to remember. I think jellyfish are toxic, aren't they? Like, I'm trying to remember, because I know, like, I've heard stories of just, like, some, unfortunate divers, as well as even some, like, people that are on the beach get shocked by jellyfish, and they suffer, like, a variety of ill effects on them. I'm legitimately trying to remember right now on that front. And so we gotta progress the story now. Let's progress the story enough so that way... Oh, you dare strike at me? I wonder if someone at some point would make an Infinity Blade style game. I'm not sure how many people would know this, but back in the ye old days of me middle schools, there was a game called Infinity Blade that was fairly popular around the time. I was in middle school when the third game came out. And so, I'm surprised that Epic Games hasn't, well, made an actual action RPG based on the Infinity Blade IP, even though they own it. Then again, they are more focused on making Furtnat stuff, so, you know, to say the least, they have their priorities a bit in hand, as it were. Point beside, however, the fact that nobody's decided to make a game somewhat similar to Infinity Blade as well is just kind of baffling to me. Like, imagine it, you pretty much have like a Dark Souls style game with like the story just unfolding with each and every death. I guess it would be a matter of trying to translate an Infinity Blade story to... It would be a matter of trying to translate an Infinity Blade story to an actual playable game state. It would be a matter of doing that, wouldn't it? How do you translate a game? How do you translate a story like Infinity Blade into a game? Along with that, there's like a lot of books related to Infinity Blade as well. So, I don't know, maybe Epic Games just doesn't want to go through the headache of reading all the books and lore. Hey, at the very least we could give 343 this much. They actually read the books, contrary to Disney, which they said, screw it, let's just do this all over again. Can you hear me? What? How is a human speaking our language? An interesting creature. His body's different from that of the humans we occasionally see. Right, in any case, introduce myself. I am Suam. Among us low dwellers, oh, you call sea people, right? You could say I'm the bravest and coolest male among them. Ha ha. Suam. Nice to meet you. I'm Dave. Ha, Dave. In our language, your name sounds very similar to a broken toilet lid. When What is with this creature? In any case, the person lying here is the daughter of the Sea People village chief, Ramal. Ever since being kidnapped by the stupid giant squid, she's become even unconscious. If I had known about it earlier, I'd shown that squid a thing or two. Don't get a big head for defeating an insignificant squid human. I'm one of the guards, Ramo. You're a noisy one. In any case, you seem to have something to say. What is it? About that. In order to allow Ramo to recover, we need medicinal herbs. I'm unable to leave as I must stay and look after her. Human, you must recover some medicinal herbs to help Ramo recover. The feathered coral and lily coral grow in these parts. Please make it edible and bring it to me. Edible? How do I do that? That's for you to figure out, human. Go find a chef to help you or something. She's ill, so I can't exactly refuse to help her. Feather and lily coral, huh? I'll take a look around. I wonder if we serve room and board with the staff. Got some sweet stuff. Let's see here, what can I upgrade? Cargo box could be upgraded to carry 28 pounds. Right now we must upgrade our service. Yeah, casually, let's just have Saitama just continue training. He's got good cooking skill, but we need her in the serving side right now. Hero. Hero. Time to do some deep sea spelunking again. Right now I have a very intrusive thought of just Hoxton just like holding up $1 and just saying, "I'm rich!" It's payday, fellas! I said it's payday, fellas! And just like freaking wall exploding right now. It's a very intrusive thought. Yellowback Floozer. Alrighty, time to return up to the surface. We got a bunch of jellyfish right now to serve. Got a whole bunch of fried jellyfish. Fried jellyfish. Alright. Let's go do the jellyfish stuff. Oh my god, the lighting is horrible. Alrighty. Alright, we still got like a bunch of other stuff too. He infused that sushi with the power of God. I assume that's what he did, at least. Alrighty. Pacino Sushi closed. Four-star. Alright, nice. Alrighty. I guess that's where I'll end things off on there for today. Give me a sec, unless I can upgrade something. The Quattro Axle. Oh yes, of course, the Quattro Axle. I only need 100 shekels? Sure, why not? What? He's just like modifying and... Wait, that's a Daewoo K2 if I'm not mistaken. He just straight up made a Daewoo K2. Well, that's how you know it's a Korean game. It's using Korean rifles. Alrighty, so that'll be all for today. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoy this stream. It's a bit shorter than this is a bit shorter than I originally anticipated to be, but nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed it. It's getting fairly late on my end. I would like to go on further, but because I got something waiting for me going on, I'll be streaming again tomorrow around the time of 12:30, maybe a little earlier or later. Right now my head is actually killing me a little bit. So, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one. That being tomorrow on the time of 12:30 or earlier. Till then, take care of yourself. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.